Oh, hello, this is Tak Chong from Walk with Tak. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and share. Last night when I asked my wife what she would like for dinner, she told me that she would like something like an egg omelette with cheese. And then she told me that how about a Fuyang egg dish? A Fuyang egg is a popular Chinese stir-fry egg dish. It has many variations, and egg Fuyang, which is popular in Chinese American restaurant for a long time, is one of such variation. A Fuyang egg is a dish that is a cross between egg omelette and scrambled egg. This is a very simple egg dish, and is particularly suited for cooking in the wok. It is very fast. Usually it takes less than 3 or 4 minutes to cook. And it is very versatile for modifications, because you can incorporate many different types of ingredients to this dish. It can be used as a side dish or as a main dish, depending on the ingredients that you introduce into the dish. I love the flexibility of this dish. Each time I cook this dish, there will always be some modifications, depending on what is available to me and what I would like to eat that evening. Therefore, it is a dish of ultimate flexibility and adaptability. So let's go into the kitchen, and I'm going to show you how I make this Fuyang egg dish with cheese as my wife has requested. And I'm going to supplement it with some frozen corn and frozen edamame. So okay, let's get into the kitchen. I'm going to show you how I cook this dish. That takes only a little bit over 3 minutes. I always have some cheese in the refrigerator because my wife loves cheese. I use them in salad as well as for cooking. Here I found some shaved blend cheese which contain Asiago, Parmesan, and Romano. We have tried many different kinds of cheese, but this cheese blend is particularly desirable for us. We both love Parmesan as well as Romano cheese. And the quality of the cheese in this cheese blend, I must say, is really excellent. And when I looked into the freezer, I found some frozen edamame as well as some frozen sweet corn that I could use to supplement the cheese in this Fuyang egg dish. My rule of thumb in cooking any dish is always find some vegetables that I could add to the dish. And I love edamame and sweet corn, so this will be a good addition. For the eggs, I was very lucky because I have some eggs that come from a farm. And my friend Dan recently brought me some eggs, which come from his grandson Landon's chicken. We both love farm-raised eggs. They definitely taste better than commercial eggs. But of course, they are difficult to find. So we are always delighted when we receive eggs as gifts from our neighbors. And for this Fuyang egg dish, I'm going to use 5 eggs. Before breaking up the eggs, I'm going to add some seasoning from my masala daba, which include half teaspoon of mushroom seasonings, half teaspoon of dry minced onion flakes, a quarter teaspoon of lemon pepper, and quarter teaspoon of paprika. I find that this is a great way to introduce flavor to the dish. Okay, after beating up the eggs, I'm now ready to cook. I'm going to cook this dish in my Cucina 14-inch stainless steel wok. I add 2 tablespoons of canola cooking oil after I heat up the wok. In order to cook this dish successfully, the egg must not stick to the bottom of the wok. Therefore, the wok must be properly seasoned in order to have a non-stick cooked surface. I use my spot seasoning method to create such a cooked surface on my stainless steel wok. The spot seasoning method works for any other woks with natural surfaces that could be seasoned. This includes carbon steel, light cast iron woks. I set the stove to high to heat up the oil until it starts to smoke gently, and then I turn the heat to low. With my glass-top electric stove, it takes about 60 to 80 seconds. For different stove, it might take different amount of time. I let the oil to smoke gently for about 15 to 20 seconds. This is the time when the wok is being seasoned. Once it is seasoned, it will have a nice non-stick cooked surface. If you find your egg still stick to the surface of wok, you can just extend this period for another 10 seconds. It is very important that you control the heat of the stove, because you do not want to create an excess amount of oil film. Also, you should always work under a fume hood. And if your wok is well seasoned, and this is what will happen, the oil should be as hot as possible before you pour the egg into the wok. You notice that the egg should start to bubble almost immediately when it hits the surface of the wok. Two things are happening right here. First of all, the temperature of the oil is very hot. Secondly, the egg is not sticking to the surface of the wok at all. I can push the cooked egg freely with my wok spatula. I next add the frozen edamame and the sweet corn. I took them out directly from the freezer without thawing them first. I'm going to let them thaw while I am cooking them. This will save me some time. And this is also the reason I add them fairly early during the cooking process. This will give them some time to be thawed out in the wok. Cooking this dish is truly a combination between making an omelette and making scrambled egg. I fold the egg around the ingredients as I was making an omelette. But at the same time, I lightly scramble the egg. So the end result is that you will create a texture for this egg dish, somewhere across between scrambled egg and an egg omelette. By continuously folding the egg, I want to make sure that the egg is cooked evenly. By folding the eggs gently, you will create a softer texture for the egg dish. And you can also control the texture of this dish by the amount of the time that you will spend in folding the egg as well as in mixing the contents. At this point the dish is cooked. I add the cheese to the dish. I also turn off the heat. I then use the wok spatula to mix the content. As I'm mixing the content, I notice that the cheese start to melt and they start to stick to the bottom of the wok, creating a little bit of a mess. The wok spatula is very handy to use to detach them. I then transfer the contents of the wok to a serving dish. The total cook time of this dish is very fast. It takes only a little bit over 3 minutes. Again, this dish has no recipe. It is based on the basic template of the Fuyang egg. I have a lot of fun in cooking this dish because I have never cooked this dish in this combination before. This dish is an example of my fast cooking system. And the word fast is an acronym for flavor chasing, advanced prepping, stir frying, and template-based cooking. Through this cooking system, you can cook a meal from scratch in less than 30 minutes using fresh and whole ingredients. And if you'd like to learn more about this cooking system, please subscribe to this YouTube channel. I post a video each day to demonstrate this cooking system. Thank you for watching. I will see you tomorrow. Keep on cooking.